and Dr. Gideon, who is in Kisoro right now with our parents, Right Honorable Speaker Anita Among, who just left, cabinet ministers here present, members of parliament, all government officials, the Archbishop of the Church of Uganda, the clergy, and all protocol observed. Fellow mourners, I'm speaking on behalf of my siblings, as I had already said, Dr. Gideon, Janan, and Patience standing next to me. We would like to first and foremost thank His Excellency, the President of Uganda, who deemed it fit to appoint our sister to different ministries. It shows the confidence he had in her capabilities to deliver. We thank our parents, who have been a source of support for Sarah and the whole family. We particularly thank and would like to thank our Mzee, our dad, who laid a firm foundation for the late Honorable Sarah's political career. We thank you both for the exemplary and selfless service. We also would like to thank the voters who gave Honorable Sarah a landslide mandate in a very special way. We thank you. We believed in her to be your right leader, and she has not disappointed you. Her actions spoke for themselves. We thank her colleagues in cabinet and parliament for all the support you rendered her during the term of her service. Especially, she talked a lot about Diane and Esther. We appreciate your love. All those who have crossed paths with her will attest to the passion she has had in service. Our hearts ache with a pain the words cannot fully express, as we mourn the loss of our dearest sister, whose light has been extinguished way too soon. Her absence has indeed left a void that can never be filled. Sarah was more than just a sibling. She was a confidant, our cheerleader, our friend. Her laughter was infectious. She had a way of brightening even the darkest days with her kindness and compassion. We will cherish the memories we shared, our childhood adventures, our chit-chats, and the countless moments of laughter and joy. Her spirit will live on in our hearts forever. While we grieve her loss, we also find solace knowing that she is at peace. I take this time to thank Isaac and Junior. Thanks for being such wonderful children to our sister. We're here, we're going to stand with you all the way. I remember her saying to me before Isaac, when anything happened to me, that's your mother, and pointed at me, which was last year. Isaac, you have lost your biological mother, but you have two mothers standing here, and we're going to be with you all the way. Whatever education level you want to reach, you'll reach there. You have Uncle Janan, you have Dr. Gideon as your uncles, and they'll be there for you all the way. You have a grandmother and a grandfather who love you with a passion. We know they'll be there for you all the way. I really appreciate you, boys. I don't know how much to thank you, but I really appreciate you. You were there for her all the way. From the beginning of whatever happened. I was on phone call with you, Junior. I appreciate you. I don't know how to thank you, Junior. I thank you, boys. I can't thank you enough. I appreciate everybody who has come to be with the family. May God bless her soul, and may her soul rest in peace.
Thank you very much for the powerful work. Let me take this opportunity now to invite Isaac. I think both Isaacs, you can come together. So, children.
I start by greeting you all with respect of all your different protocols. My name is Tugume Isaac Warren, and I am the son to the late Nyarashi Sarah Mateke. We are all here to say a goodbye to one of the best the world can ever offer. If I were here to start talking about all the good deeds that my mom did, then trust me, would spend more time than I think because of how good she was to all the people. It is so funny how we used to see her dress smartly every morning and watch her go to work, and now it is us to find the perfect cloth to say goodbyes to her. My mother was literally my heart. Her love was the foundation upon which all our strength and trust was built. I am not the only one that can testify the wonderful love because she was a mother to all. Biologically, I was the only child, but she never gave me the chance to say that I am the only child because of how many people we always were at home. Losing her feels like a part of us is missing, but we are comforted by the great love and care she showed us to all. My mother was a generous woman, God-fearing, and she's one woman that was very close to God in a way that, however much her day would always be tiresome, she always reached home in her room and made it a point to kneel down and thank the Lord for the day. She was a selfless woman that always put others before herself. She taught me the value of hard work and the power of love. She was a guiding light in my life and always there with a listening ear. She has been a role model to many. One of my fondest memories of my mother is one time she taught me what I can call the best lesson of my life so far. In our home, everyone had a day of doing house chores, and the previous day I had completed my task. The next day she told me to do the house chores again, and I told her that would be unfair. That would be unfair if I did the house chores twice. Then she sat me down and told me, Isaac, the world itself is unfair. You have to be strong enough to face it. And here again, the world has continued to prove of how unfair it is by taking her. I am so grateful for what Mom did for me as a person, because honestly, my dad died in 2004, just 1 year after I was born. Mother always told me about the hard times she faced in those days, but what I can say, my mom was a hero that deserves to be celebrated. Her love for all of us knew no bounds, and for that I'm forever grateful. Even though she's no longer with us, there are many people in which you can see her because she was a mother of many. For example, Andrew, Charles, Felix, Anne, Daphne, Desire, Derek, and very many others. The reason I have not mentioned Junior is that I don't take him as a man that my mom has raised, but I now take him as my true biological brother. Mom was a person that never segregated anyone at home. She showed us equal love and care. In case I wanted something, and she couldn't afford to buy it for the both of us, then she never bought it, so as to keep everyone at peace at home. She has left a legacy through which the love she shared, the values she instilled, and the countless lives she touched. Mom, saying goodbye to you has been the hardest thing I've ever had to do, but I take comfort in knowing that you are up in the heavens watching and guiding us with the love that you showed us. Mother, there will always be a special place in my heart, where I'll always have to remember you and continue to take myself the way you brought me up. I promise to always do the things that I know would keep you and Junior happy. Mom, in heaven where you are, I want to be strong knowing that you have not left a young boy, but a God-fearing man that is now ready to face the world with the guidance of prayer. I remember you told me to read Proverbs chapter 3, verse 1 to 7, whenever you are not there, and it's the only one I'm left to read. Until we meet again, Mom, rest in peace. Thank you all for being here today to celebrate the life of Mom. Your support in this difficult time means the world to me.
Good morning once again. My name is Mateke'S Isaac, commonly known as Junior. Yes, I'm taken to be as the second son of Honorable Sarah Mateke. This story begins way back 20 years ago. 20 years ago when I lost my biological mother. And I've grown up with various people that always known my mother. They keep telling me, even my grandmothers themselves, they keep telling me, when your mother was dying, they left you to only and only Sarah and Ruth. They are the people who are supposed to take care of you, and my late Aunt Happy, who also passed away a long time ago. The 20 years I've been with Aunt Sarah, I've always called her Mom, because she's been there for me, she's provided for me, she has literally taught me everything I know till date. She has educated me from way back in kindergarten till date. Done with campus. I was awaiting on the graduation in October. It's so heavy because we've been together from the day I was handed over to her till the day of her last breath. I was with her. It's so painful to have lost a great pillar in our lives, me and Isaac, and it's so hurtful. And it's so painful because, you see, we've had a lot of good memories together, and those memories keep recurring each and every time. We keep thinking about her. And we pray because she taught us a lot. She taught us to be God-fearing. She taught us to pray because that was like the order of the day. Every time she came home, whether you're late, anytime, before you sleep, you all have to come together and then you pray. But it's so hurtful that till date, she's no more with us. And she'll forever be missed. But our memories together are embedded in our minds, and we shall forever miss her. Thank you so much.
mwakoze kandi mwihangane Imana bagirire imbabazi. Dear mourners, allow me now to invite the Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs, where Honorable Sarah was deployed, to first led by the Cabinet Minister, Honorable both, to lay their wreath, and thereafter he will come and make their remarks.